Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today a video on a slightly different subject. Had a comment on one of my really old videos recently, I'll just pop it up here, asking me to try a certain item on, a pair of shorts, and it actually got me thinking. I've been thinking for a while. I wanted to do like my kind of top 5 favorite shorts, or at least short styles. So I was like, they're in that list. Let me go ahead and do that. And then whenever I reference like fits and stuff like that in these videos, I can always leave a link to this video so that people can kind of see what I'm talking about. So before I get into it, fit check or fit pick of the day up here. So today I have on the Packer shoes times Raekwon times Diadora, only built for Cuban links, N9000. So you can see that in my N9000 video, which I'll put up there along with all the other stuff that I'm wearing. So I have on the Melancholy Kith mesh Jordan shorts, and I have on just a washed black or vintage black cotton on t-shirt. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the first one up is, I've just got them hanging here. So the first one is here. This is the short in question that the guy was asking about. So this is the Kith mesh Jordan shorts. They are like I guess like a kind of menswear take on the streetwear look, very much, or at least in my opinion they are. So this is the most expensive pair on the list. They retail at $120, and you do have to pay delivery and you have to pay tax on top of that. So they can actually run quite expensive. The shorts will get cheaper from here. I've done them in descending or price order basically. For me, they're sleek and they're classy looking. I'll have put some B-roll in at some point, so you can see what they look like on body. And as I say, it's a nice combo of kind of like a streetwear and menswear. And for me, kind of like the best combination of the two that I've ever seen. I'll take some close-up images of the ends of the lace, or the drawstring. You can see it has Kith. I'll put that up there. Really premium. Zip pocket on the back, regular pockets on the sides, and no zip on those. But yeah, just a very elevated version of your typical basketball short, and you will see a more typical basketball short in a sec later on the list. So yeah, let me put up some B-roll. In this imagery, I am wearing a large, so you can see how large fits me. I like these to be a bit more tailored. I don't kind of wear them like I'm going to play basketball or something. So I could fit an extra large easily if I wanted a slightly more baggier look. For me, I always go in the large in these. They do not go on sale. I've waited in the past for a color that I really wanted, and I was just like, I just don't want to pay that $120. And Ronnie took them off the website and then just put them back on again the following year. So I've never seen them go on sale. Typically, if you shop with Kith, you know they don't really do sales. I think they do a sale, but it's more on like the kind of clearance items. So yeah, I just think that there's a great set of colors that they do with these. Most years he comes out with, I want to say 7 or 8 new colors. Great materials, great build. And for me, I typically wear them with the runners, as you'll have just seen. They can obviously be worn with basketball shorts, basketball shoes as well. Although for me, it would probably more be like a 3 or a 4 that I would wear these with. So yeah, so that's it. You do have the Kith embroidery here. Again, I will shoot an image up, a closer picture, an image of a closer picture up there, just so that really comes through. Other than that, they're just all over. Yeah, all over mesh, I guess. They're double lined, so I'll just pull this apart here so you can see that. So you do get that double lining as well, because someone's also asked me that question in the past. Cool, so that's number 1, and as I say, the most expensive. The second pair you'll have seen on the channel lots of the fit picks that I wear, and basically a lot of the time. I've also chose my favorite color. So this is the Fear of God Essentials sweat shorts. This is the amber color, which I want to say was in 2022, was it? Spring, summer 2022. I just love this color. It's really, really nice. So yeah, these do go, they retail for 75. They used to retail for 70. It's now 75. So they are $50 less than the Kith shorts. Similarly, very, very good quality as you would expect from Fear of God, which is essentially a high-end brand. No back pocket at all, which is a little bit annoying, especially if you're going out to a bar and you want to have your wallet and stuff like that. And like my wallet sometimes quite fat and I don't like putting it in here. So yeah, if I'm going somewhere where I think there's any chance I might lose my wallet, I will probably go with those Kith ones and not the Fear of Gods, just because of that back pocket. But for like day-to-day wear, absolutely fine. Yes, just in terms of the look, again, similarly sleek, a bit less sleek, so they are a bit bigger. If I was to lay the Kiths on top of these are slightly bigger. But for me, they bring a classy element to sweatshorts. And sweatshorts, typically, when you think of sweatshorts, you think like quick run to the store or something like that on a warmer day, or being in the gym. For me, these can really be fit well with again, a mixture of menswear and streetwear, more towards the streetwear side of that ratio though. Okay, so shoot imagery up again. Again, I'm wearing a large. I could probably wear a medium, and I probably could wear an extra large. I just find that large fits me, so like why change what I've been doing. They do go on sale in some of the colors. In my opinion, the weaker colors will go on sale. But when Jerry drops 4 or 5 new colors, the best one will probably likely sell out. And they do, so the Kith shorts, as far as I'm aware, they only retail on the Kith website or in stores. You can get them on StockX and probably Grailed and Goat, but I've checked StockX. With these, they are on Fear of God website, PacSun, Essence, Mr. Porter, and maybe there's one other that I'm just not thinking of, but there's a very, very limited number of stores, especially relative to the other shorts on this list. So when they are gone, they are gone. You can pick these up on the secondary market, and actually I've picked up a fair few from like a few years ago that even with StockX delivery and tax and their charges, they still were around retail. So getting them for under retail is a bit more tricky and it's a bit of a risk, but yeah, it's one of those things where you can take that risk if you want. So again, great color combos. There's lots and lots of different Fear of God colors. It's one of the things that Jerry's love for most is his like autumnal tonal colors. He is starting to splash out a little bit more, like the coral that came out recently is very vivid. Sycamore, which was the best one I think from spring summer 2022, which is like a aqua blue type of thing. So he is stepping away from the like tan khaki and this kind of color, the super autumnal ones. So yeah, I will wear these with runners and J's typically. I will wear both so far, but typically these more with J's. So yeah, that's kind of it. Just a quick run through it again. Side pockets, no zip there. As I said, no back pocket at all. You have the extra long drawstrings, which like they're designed obviously to fall down. Rubberized branding with Essentials here, and then Essentials and the hologram just down there. So that is number 2. And number 3. So again, the next cheapest. So this is Ness Swingman basketball shorts. This is obviously the Chicago Bulls colorway, or pair even. So you have the Bulls on the side there, and the bull on the other side, and you typically get somewhere on the short you typically get the NBA logo. I will shoot some imagery, close up of the bull, close up of the NBA logo. It's a hardwood range, so hardwood classics, and this is a large again. So they retail at about 70. Are much more available. There's probably in excess of 25 websites, maybe way more. I don't know. I've never looked into it, but lots of websites where you can get them from. So unlike the Fear of God, you're not looking at aftermarket the second 2 or 3 websites have sold out. So I put them as slightly cheaper for that purpose, even though the retail is pretty comparable to Fear of God. They also go on sale more often and to bigger ranges. So I did a quick Google before this video, and I found that there were a few pairs on PacSun and Extra Butter that were as cheap as $32, which is pretty dang good. Are they double? Yes, they're double lined as well. So the Kith shorts have this exact same fabric on both sides. This one has a much thinner, more less like nice looking inner, but it still is double lined. Yeah, and you typically tend to get like this kind of like contrast color around the bottom of them. I will typically wear these with just with J's when I'm looking for like much more on the streetwear side of the range I talked about earlier, from like menswear to streetwear. So far we've gone Kith and then Fear of God and now these, and we're going to shoot back a little bit in a sec, but that's kind of like the look that I go for. Slightly limiting because when you're pairing with a hat, because it's a team, it's a bit of a faux pas than to wear a hat from any other team. Slightly less so than if you're wearing the throwback, so like the jersey, but still, like even if I had a red, like I don't know what other team plays in red. Grizzlies have an away red strip. Obviously, I'm not going to wear a Grizzlies hat with this. So it's one of the reasons why actually they didn't make this list, but the minimal basketball short, as well as the Kith basketball short, is actually a really good alternative. Same thing with like just a Jumpman basketball short, that you're not really specific to that team, so you're free to wear, you know, more in terms of what hats you have. So it's also why it's good to have like things like the Fear of God and Paper Planes hats, because again they're not team affiliated. So yeah, again, loads of different colours, loads of them are on sale. Just a great pair of shorts overall. I wear large. I said earlier I'll shoot up here some B-roll. I could wear a medium in these. I think they definitely fit the biggest of the three so far. And then just to run through the features, they do have the kind of Titan string or cords. I always leave them inside, mainly because they come from the inside, and it's much more of a sporting thing, so they're not meant to be flapping around. Pockets, again, no back pocket. The side pockets, no zip, no back pocket at all. You can get the really expensive ones, the ones that they wear on court, and they have no pockets at all, which is quite annoying. Yeah, side pocket there. So yeah, that's that. That's 3. Number 4. Saw these in a video very recently where I fitted these with some Asics. So this is PacSun, the swim line from PacSun. I'll show here. There's the PacSun branding. I'll shoot a better image of that up front. These range anywhere between, I want to say 45 to 50 when they're the more expensive ones and they're at full price. The cheapest I've ever paid for a pair of PacSun swim shorts was $11, like on sale, plus I had a really good code. So the price of these ranges hugely. I would say for the price, I personally think that the quality is very good for the price. They are the typical swim material, so I don't know exactly what the material is, but I'm saying that based on feel. I should be able to see this here somewhere. 100% polyester. So yeah, that polyester kind of swim short feel. And as you can see, very vivid colours, very vivid designs. So I have one that also is in a yellow, and I mean, I'll put the video up here where I go through like my favourites, but I have like a yellow fruit bowl one. And when you get, what I find with these, I wear them typically only with runners. When you get a match to a colour of a pair of shoes that goes really well, typically every time I go for that shoe, I think of that PacSun short. So typically, obviously in the summer, I wear these a lot and never actually swim in them. I have cheaper ones, more crappier ones, worse fit for that. But but yeah, I typically tend to find a fit that they go with and then kind of keep going with that fit. So in terms of sizing, this is a large, no, this is an extra large. Yeah, so Swim XL. Again, I'll shoot an image up of the label. So an XL, I would not go with a large, and I would not go with the double XL. I think the XL is perfect. They do them in 15-inch, 16-inch, 17-inch. I think that's the outseam. I have multiples of the, not of this thing, but multiple pairs, a couple in 15, a couple in 16, and a lot in 17. 17 is my favorite fit. It's still above the knee, just to give you a kind of comparison of what a 15 would be like. The 15 to me is almost too short. 16 and 17 both really good, and 17 is just my favorite. I'm quite tall, so if further above the knee, it just does start to like expose a lot of leg. So also my calves are not the biggest, so I try not to do that. So yeah, 17 is what I would usually go with. They're always on sale. Don't pay full price for PacSun swim shorts, I would say, ever. On that, like, much more menswear, on the kind of on that spectrum, I would say even more so than the Kith shorts. I don't think there's much. They're swimming, which is a sport, so it sounds stupid for me to say, but they don't give off a very like streetwear kind of look. What else? So yeah, I'll just go through the features in a sec. Again, loads of really nice designs. A lot of these like floral patterns and stuff. Really nice designs, as I say, great for the summer. And I typically wear them with runners, as I say. I'll shoot some B-roll up and then just go through the features. So again, the pockets on the side, no zip, as you would expect. The back pocket, also no zip. It does have a little hole at the bottom, not sure what for. Both pockets here. Has the drawstring again, and it is double. It does have the inside, but in typical like swim short fashion, it's the shape of a pair of like Y fronts, we would call them in England. I don't know what they call them in America, but yeah, that's kind of what they are. Not the best quality so far, but as you would expect, you know, I picked up pairs for $11, so not that unexpected. And then the final one, the final pair. So this is the regular fit. Yeah, it says regular fit. H&M. I guess this is H&M sweatshorts. This is in like a peach kind of color. I would say that they're basically the really cheap version of Fear of God sweatshorts. So very like similar kind of fit, slightly more tailored, very similar fit. They retail at about $17. Again, you can get them as cheap as 12, 13, 14 bucks. They fit really nice. And again, if you can find a nice color combo to a pair of kicks, yeah, it's money. It would be a good look all day. If you don't have the resources at the moment, at this stage in your life, to be wearing like $75 or buying $75 shorts, which is absolutely fine, this is a great alternative. So yeah, I have a few different colors in them, and I wanted to include something which is kind of available to pretty much any budget, just in terms of like inclusiveness. I would say right in the middle of that menswear versus streetwear spectrum. Very like obviously monotone, so easy to fit with anything. Do come in a variety of colors. The quality is obviously not the same as Fear of God, as you would expect. This is what size is this? This is a large. It's generally what I take, although I have found some variation in the sizing. One of my pairs I probably should have gotten in an XL, but hey ho. As I say, they will go on sale. Yeah, let me shoot up some B-roll wearing them. I would say I would typically wear these with runners as well. Again, same as the other ones, no zip on the pocket, regular back pocket, side drawstring again, no double lining at all in there. Cotton, what's the mix? 60% cotton, 40% polyester. So as you can tell, the more polyester, typically the cheaper the garment will be, because it is a much cheaper material. They don't have that like slight drop crotch that the Fear of God pair has, but as I said, if you want to be balling on a budget, heavily recommended. I haven't checked back in. I have so many Fear of God ones now that I don't really check in to see the new colors. But yeah, I'm sure they have some great ones up there. So yeah, hopefully that was a helpful list in some way or another. If and when I start shopping with other brands, I will start redoing these kind of videos to include everything. As I say, right now, you know, over the last few years, as I've built up my collection, I have some random bits and bobs, like some Nike shorts, some Jumpman shorts. That's kind of mainly it. If it's Nike, if it's not Nike, Jumpman, one of these 5 brands, then I probably don't own it. Plus Minimal, I have 2 pairs of Minimal. So yeah, I think a video on all of my shorts will be way too long, so I'm probably not going to do that. But yeah, hopefully you found this at least interesting, and hopefully you guys can kind of help shape and improve your wardrobes based on it. So, so yeah, really enjoyed making it. Hope you enjoyed watching it. That's it for me. Over and out.